And hello. There we go. Much better. Right. Hello, people. Sorry about being late on schedule. Just had a little brainstorming over here and forgot that there's actually a time limit to it.
We have very slow brains.
Yes, particularly mine. These other two are practically supercomputers compared to me.
That's not true.
Your brain was literally enchanted by a mage.
Alright, that's a good point.
The other one went to, whatchamacallit, university?
That dude's the smartest man I know.
This is true. I did go to college.
What's the difference between college and university anyway?
Nothing. It's just a vernacular term. It's just a vernacular term between countries.
In the U.S., the college is kind of like pre-university.
Like college and university are usually synonymous, but over here,
So you have Harvard University, but you have the...
That's just a title.
Okay.
That's just the title.
Yeah, college is for poor people. University is for rich people.
University usually privately funded. Colleges are usually funded by the states. Usually, if you put it in those terms.
I see. The things I learn. Yeah. Well, right. So let's get back on stage here, shall we? So since we are so late on, I think we're gonna skip the banter, despite the fact that Blinky's back. Hey, Blinky.
Hey.
And also, thank you, Frogscanner, for the sound check. I should actually read the chat while doing the sound check, but I've learned to trust my settings. Also, I am currently building myself a new computer. No, not physically, but looking for the parts and trying to assemble them in the sort of like, hey, I want these parts, you guys assemble it for me and send it over here. But at the moment, I'm still in the research phase and trying to scavenge money for it. So, yeah. Also, John will not be joining us today, unfortunately. But since real life takes priority over this, I hope you'll forgive him.
Yeah, real life sucks.
Yeah, this alternate life is much more exciting, filled with millions of credits of debt.
Yeah, it's still doing better here than I am out there.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So enough with the banter. Let's head on down to business to defeat the Huns. Where's the button? There we go. And the mode is off. Right. Well, some of you who have actually seen episode 12, I recommend not to, but we'll do a little recap here. It turns out that they deposited Dujar into the medbay on Babylon 5 after saving him on the Beta 2 or the Beta colony, and he did some sort of a secret whisper to Malone before they left him in the medbay, still lying, mostly unconscious. And they were summoned by the Captain Sheridan of Babylon 5 fame and Star Killer in the Minbari War. And they were offered a mission by the Earth Alliance to deliver relief supplies to Narn colonies and, well, clandestinely remove Narn citizens from, Narn refugees from the planet side to neutral zones where they can regroup and assemble. And to that end, Landis and Turner went back to Batain, while Malone was left behind in the episode All Malone in the Night. Yes.
All Malone in the Night.
Malone.
Where adventures were had. And I got to beat up 5 people.
Yes. You got to meet some fine people. And you got to fight people as well. Additionally, that episode will be posted soon. I just need to plug this in and actually do it.
Nice one, Froggy.
What?
Froggy, he put a joke.
Ah, right. Fair enough.
Meet some people, beat some people.
Right. And then we get to today's episode. It turns out Dr. Turner is sent out with some NBC pilots to bring the Rogos bounty back from Batain to Babylon 5, while Landis stays behind to mend a few problems caused by, well, let's just say there are some difficulties with cultural appreciation. And that is where we will start, when the Doctor meets up with Malone.
Talking Bay. Hey, you're back. How'd it go? Any problems along the way?
I mean, not for me personally. Landis, on the other hand, you know, he has some issues.
Yeah, paperwork. It's always a thing with him, isn't it?
I blame his wife, but, you know, that's just me.
Hey, she's a nice, honorable woman. Was a big pain in the ass. Yeah, it's probably her fault.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to accomplish this mission, because I do not have full confidence in that thing back there.
Listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna improvise like we always do. We get a few Narn, extra people to help us out. We've got a pilot. We're gonna slave the ship to the bounties, we're gonna slave the ship to the bounty. And then we just escort it. Besides, nobody knows we're going on a mission. It's secret. There'll be no problems. We'll just sneak behind enemy lines, drop off a few supplies, take a couple refugees from point A to point B. What could go wrong? Nothing.
I'm just letting you know from personal experience, somebody always knows. But let's be optimistic. I'm trying to be more optimistic in life.
There we go. That's a great attitude. Besides, if something goes wrong, you and I can handle it. We make a pretty good team. I get your back, you get my back.
Yep. You shoot things, I fix things.
But this time, I'll be shooting things with a big old spaceship. Besides, our turrets our advanced turrets are up in form, and Londo, he knows how to use them too. He'll be a crack shot.
Ladon?
Ladon. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say?
You said Lando.
Every once in a while, I get a short circuit in my brain.
Too many lawns and lawns in this group.
Yep. A lot of L name people. All right.
Let's see. There's Lennon. There's Landis. There's Londo. There's Lennon.
Lenia.
There's Lenny. There's Lebanon. I can't keep track.
Did we get a manifest about how many people will be having the transport?
No, here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk to our point of contact. Our point of contact is, I've got back in the apartment a full list of the stuff that we're gonna do. So once you get settled in, we'll grab some food. Do you have somewhere to stay while you're on board?
Of the what? Of the bounty?
Oh, no, I mean here at Babylon 5.
Nope. I'm sure I'll find something.
All right. You could always stay with me and Billy if you want. I mean, for the most part, he's mostly out of his room, and it's just me. Well, he does his best at avoiding me, but so there's room to spare.
All right. Thing. Since we don't know how many people we're taking, I would like to at least procure various medical supplies to support at least 30 people.
Oh yeah, and while you're there, you could go check with Jagar, see how he's doing.
So, I don't know how much that all cost me, but I would like to do that.
Right. For how many people did you want?
At least 30, because I don't know how many people we're actually picking up. So I want to cover my bases. It's better to have more than not enough.
Well, Doc, if you want, we'll talk to Garibaldi first, and he'll give us the lowdown
Okay.
of what the mission entails.
Let's do that so that way I know at least how many people that, I'm assuming some of these people might have some medical issues. So I just want to be prepared so that way, the minimal amount of casualties while we're traveling.
Yeah, I got you.
And food, because there's not a lot of food on this thing.
Well, I have following information for you. 1. Your ship can hold 50 people comfortably. That's like 50 people, and then it's technically full. You can fit in more, but there are ramifications to comfort and security and all those sorts of things. But it's
Is that on the bounty?
Yeah. It's now been retrofitted for as much passenger capacity as you can.
Okay.
As well as cargo, right? Because part of the thing is we're going to take some supplies.
Yep. It's outfitted so that you have the capacity to go to Narn space and back with the supplies required. But it's also capped out so that, yeah. The focus is on... God damn it. Origin, why the fuck Origin wants to... I don't even have Origin on. Why do you want to update? The fuck?
The gremlins continue, folks.
Jesus. Okay. Anyway. Just like full screen. Hey, Origin wants to update. What? I didn't know I had that on. Are the Russians spying on me again?
That's how they
Don't
get
say-
you.
Don't
Through
say
their
anything.
origins.
Don't say anything, because you'll get kicked off again. Don't do it.
Right. Right. So, yep. That means you can take up 50 people, and while it's empty, you can fit in cargo of
Lots.
50 tons plus an extra 25 tons.
There was a med bay on this thing, right?
Oh, sorry. Grand total of 100 tons. There's 50 tons of cargo space for the supplies you'll need to come back with, and 50 tons you can fit into the passenger compartments.
Okay. This place it had a med bay on the ship, right?
Bogus Bounty does not have.
Does not. So yeah, I definitely will need medical supplies because
Yeah, the med bay consists of a little box that has a
Yep.
cross on it.
It'll be these two hands, my fancy med kit, and yep,
Oh.
all medical supplies.
There's also no separate crew quarters. The 50 passenger capacity includes the crew.
That's. I mean, that doesn't bother me.
Yep.
But it's more about making sure people are as comfortable as we can make it for them.
Fair enough. And here's the dealio. For every ton of cargo you transfer, you get paid 2,000 credits. Period. No discussion. And for every Narn you transport back, you get paid 5,000 credits.
Okay.
No discussion about that. The requirements are they come back alive and the cargo gets there intact.
Yeah, we could handle that.
So what we're saying is that we're probably gonna get there, and there's probably gonna be a bunch of different Narn civilians clamoring to get on board.
Yep.
And we have to. Yep. Okay. So awesome. Because Derek already feels like shit about life. Let's salt more on it by making him do a Hunger Games scenario for people to get away.
Nah, Doc, you're gonna do just fine. I believe in you.
At least that's something. All right.
All right. So that's the details. There's the deal.
All right. So yeah.
Take all the cargo we can take. Get paid for it, and bring back as many people alive as we can. And keep them safe till they get here.
You can try and overstack the cargo if you want to.
I mean, right now it's just you and I, so nobody's gonna be in the compartments, passenger.
You are going to need at least a dedicated pilot and a dedicated mechanic on board Burger's Bounty.
Yeah.
Robots.
I can mechanic. Not well, but I can mechanic.
You can mechanic, but you can also assume a lot of the refugees are going to be wounded.
Yep. I'll be busy. All right. So we need to hire.
We have one mechanic already. The new guy.
Yeah, but
Still gives me the.
I mean, I would rather not put somebody in the position who's a carrion eater on a ship full of people who may or may not die.
You know what? That's good, smart thinking. All right, let's check off the things we need. Hire more crew. The ship, I'm assuming it's been repaired, right, Doc? As best as can be. It's good for travel.
Yep, that's the best it can. It's an old ship. There are just some things you can't fix.
All right, so we hire a new crew. We fill it up. And then whenever you're ready, we can take off.
All right.
Let me see. Our destination is going to be. Let's see. What did Garibaldi say it was going to be? I wrote it down here. What's our initial destination?
Oh, well, you haven't been given one since you didn't have ship yet.
Oh, it's blank. We'll have to talk to him.
Well, you go talk to Garibaldi and figure out any of the pertinent details. I go see if I can find some people to hire. So we need a pilot and a mechanic at the minimum, plus medical supplies for at least probably 40 people. I mean, 40 to 50 people.
You're thinking you might want to hire like a nurse or something, like Brenda, maybe. Debbie, or like any other doctor that you might as well take with you.
I mean, I could search for a physician's assistant.
There we go.
All right.
We got a little bit of spendable cash in our bank. Just try not to go too crazy, all right?
I won't. I at least attempt to haggle when I do things.
I got two modes. If I haggle or I try to punch them in the face, I'm not good at that.
Actually, I can't do it anyway because I don't even think I have barter. A broker. I do not. I would just be running on my good looks. All right.
You'll do fine, Doc. This is only a temporary gig anyways.
Yeah.
Let them know ahead of time that this, it's not full time, but it'll be a good gig for right now.
All right. Yep.
So,
Right.
so
We'll
who's
meet
going
back
to
here.
look for crew?
Pilot, mechanic, and nurse or
Doctor or surgeon or
secondary.
somebody to help him out.
Yes, a secondary medical person, and about medical supplies for 50 people.
Right. So let's go through
I don't
this
think you need that
one
much.
item at a time. First.
Our caution. That's all I should.
First.
Okay.
Malone. What does he do first?
Me? I'm going over to talk to Garibaldi, get my mission details.
Right. Well, the first order of business is that Garibaldi doesn't handle the mission details. Mission details are going through the first officer. That would be Lieutenant Ivanova.
Ivanova.
And I'm not a psychic anymore, so she doesn't hate me.
Yay! You need to be a psychic to know that.
I would.
All right, so I guess I'm headed off to Ivanova.
So, you arrive at Ivanova's office, which has a line in it, but you do get through eventually. And there's like, yes?
Took long enough to get here. You seem busy.
Yes, having a war on your hand does that. Now, what can I do for you?
Apologies. Noah Malone. I'm to meet up with you and get some mission details on taking a certain cargo supplies to location A.
It's
Bring
not
back,
missions. What is your capacity?
Cargo wise, we've got about 100 tons capacity.
100 tons. I suppose that's better than nothing.
We could, after the cargo has been displaced, we can fit room for 50 or so passengers for the return trips.
And 50 passengers back. I see. Right. I am going to send you over to... How dangerous do you want it?
The least. Well,
Least
is there a
dangerous,
bonus for
so-
danger?
Probably Ardun then, or quadrant 24.
I would say medium or less.
We'll only have one escort ship and a freighter. We're trying to keep this on the DL, Garibaldi said.
Right, right, Ardun it is, no bonuses. Right, Ardun and back here. Questions?
Once we're on site, who's our contact?
Just anyone who wants board. It's
Sorry.
basic. This place has been overrun by the Centauri, and the Centauri have established contact. control. I do not have necessary details to know who is in charge and who is not, but humanitarian missions are allowed by the Interstellar Treaties. So you are on a humanitarian mission. You will take any wounded Narn citizens and leave food supplies for the Narn citizens.
All right.
The payment is 2,000 credits per ton and 5,000 credits per person.
Yeah, we got it. Payment upon completion, I'm assuming?
Indeed. Payment upon reaching back here.
Okay. Ardun it is.
Ardun.
Ardun. Apologies. I still have a little bit of a
Alright.
hearing loss due to all the explosions.
The important part is that the message got through. Mission details will be sent to your ship. Leave your details on this stack here, and I'll get back to you in about 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It's good seeing you again, Ivanova.
Godspeed. Malone.
There you go. Out.
Next! And what
behind.
does Doctor do?
Looking for people who want to support the effort. Mechanic, pilot, another medical.
Right, which one do you want to find first?
I would say pilot would be the chief concern
Right.
first.
Do you want to invoke I know a guy, or do you want to find one?
For the pilot, I will find one because I feel like mechanical issues would be better to say I know a guy.
You can
So,
use I know a guy as many times as you want.
I know a lot of shady guys though. Derek Fry has a shady past, so it might not be the best. You know
Oh,
what?
we can find out more about you. I like that.
Sure. Let's I know a guy for a pilot.
Okay, roll me your social skill. You may add a persuasion or diplomacy. Or, actually, the skill you use is going to determine where you know him from. But
So
you
you
use your social anyway.
So persuasion or diplomacy?
You can use any skill whatsoever.
Oh God, that is
If you
horrible.
use pilot and social standing, he's probably going to be from your piloting days.
My actually no, that I mean I do have a plus. I do have a plus. I have nothing on pilot. Ugh. I do get a +1 to deception. No, that's not use that. Yeah, I will attempt to use diplomat because it's just a 0, so it's just
Okay.
whatever it rolls. Because a pilot of a -2, that seems like it would be horrible.
It probably is. So let's roll it.
That's 10.
Diplomats 10. So yeah, you remember a guy who, when you were taking your diplomacy courses in the fine arts of saying a lot of things without saying anything. And there were some people who were in the piloting, and you call your friends. None of them are actually on the station, but one of them manages to remember somebody who is, so it's a friend of a friend. Friend of a friend. Let's see. I actually need to look up my notes. Ooh. No. Not that one. Yeah. Norman Ray is the person you want. He's a bit more elderly on the side, but he's an experienced broker. Well, he does piloting on the side, and as when he hears it's a humanitarian mission, he's like, yeah, sure, I can do that, but I'll need to cover some expenses. So he needs the traditional pilot's fee. I do believe it was like 8,000 credits per month. But we'll see.
Sure. 'Cause that's not the High Guard book, right? Oh no, it's in the Traveler book.
It's in the regular traveler book. It should be something like that.
Did you say his name was Dorian?
Norman Ray.
Norman Ray. As in these Norman, as in the people who conquered England. And Ray, as in the thing that shoots you in the eye.
Really? Is that why it's called Normandy?
Yes. It's the land of the Normans.
I did not know this. Thank you for sharing.
And now you know. Knowing's half the battle.
The other half is killing people.
Well, technically you're not wrong.
That got dark very quickly.
The Malone way of thinking. Oh. Anybody remember what page the salaries are?
You know, I want to say, because I looked at it fairly recently.
Oh, we're looking in the books now.
And I cannot remember. It's toward the back of the book, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spaceship combat and encounters, but it's not.
Yes, it's somewhere like where you talk about like building.
Over here. Running cost summary. Pilot, 6,000 credits. There we go.
Okay, so 6,000 credits. Yeah. Okay. All right. Medic. All right. All right. So I found a pilot. All right. Let's try my luck.
That takes you 1d6 hours.
Okay.
So let's see what the dice says. 2 hours. So that wasn't so bad, but Malone is free before that.
Okay.
So Malone, what do you do?
I want to find. Oh, I want to visit Dugar.
You want to visit Dujar?
Dujar.
Well, he is not where you left him, but he's close by. The med bay is full of refugees, and he's been allocated to the sidelines since well, you don't actually know why. He's up there, at the back, away from everyone.
All right. I walk in and I ask around till I find where he's at. Is there any reason how's his condition been doing? Is he conscious now? Any change in his mood? Has he said anything? What's his charts read?
He has been more conscious of late. Mainly sitting and silently staring.
Does he talk much?
No. He hasn't talking at all. Seems like he doesn't want to do anything.
All right, thanks. I'm gonna go visit with an old friend of mine. I'll be with him for a few minutes. Appreciate you. Hey, Dujar, buddy. Hey, it's me, Malone. Remember?
The Narn's eyes open. They slowly turn to look towards you.
You look good, buddy.
It's an empty stare. You can barely recognize that it's you that he looks and not the wall behind you.
Listen, know things are tough. We're doing the best we can. I don't know if you can understand exactly what I'm saying, but you need to live. Life is worth it. Even what you have now, things are going to get better. It's always darkest before it's dawn. Listen, we care about you a lot, and your people need you. The Centauri and Narn are at war again. You're an important part of this. You're right in the center. I know what you went through was hard. And we failed you. I failed you. But I'm not going to fail your people. What you stood for. Your friendship goes past that. We got a mission. We're gonna drop supplies off to your peoples and maybe take a few of them refugees to better, safer areas. We'll do this over and over and over again. But I need your help. I need you to get better, buddy. Don't die on me. I need you to want to live. Anyways, I'll be gone for about I don't know, maybe a week and a half. I'll come check up on you then. In the meantime, here, I got you a little something. It's not much, it's just a reminder. You've always liked these little things. Here, you hang on to it for now. We'll talk more when I get back, all right? Take care. All right. Bye, du jour. That's it.
His eyes close and he appears to fall back into sleep. And just as your tender moment ends, a nurse approaches you as you're walking out. Sir, there's a small issue. Who's paying for the treatment?
I am. What's the problem? How much is it?
It's just that we've been unable to locate any family of the patient, and we're going to need somebody to cover the charges. Unfortunately, with the demand we have, we can't take on any charity at this moment. Facilities are required for paying customers.
Yeah, I understand. How much is it?
As it stands, the debt gathered so far is 24,000 credits.
So far, right?
Yes, it is about 500 credits per day from here on out for intensive care.
Yeah. I can give you I could pay about half of that down right now, and another half, the other 12 when I get back in about a week's time, in which time I'll be able to pay off for the entire week. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay, but do keep in mind that there's also the extra week there that you will be gone. That has to be paid as well.
Well, we'll throw that on top, and yeah, I got no problem with that. I've got something big lining up, and we're all he's got at the moment.
I understand. We'll try and contact his family, but with Narn at war, it might be difficult.
Here's my contact info. Just keep me appraised. No, I'm alone.
Yeah, so we'll
Email
send you any news we have.
Yeah, and here, I'll take half of it, pay for half of it so far right now. Thanks.
Right. Thank you. Yep, that counts up. We'll settle that score then. In the meanwhile,
Good old Earth Force health insurance.
Doctor,
Yes,
who are you searching for next?
the mechanic.
Yes. Do you want to invoke I know a guy, or do you want to search random?
Sure, I know a guy because I have a +1 to mechanic. I enjoy
Sure.
rolling for no apparent reason or reasons, but to see how bad or how good this might be. So social of a 0, but a +1 to mechanic checks. That's 11.
That's better than last time.
I know.
How dare you roll that well? I need to come up with more friendly people. This would be Lieutenant Claudia Plack.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
As an Air Force officer that you have had some former acquaintance with in the
Okay.
during your university days.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes. Well, it turns out that as you contact him, her, the first question is, by the way, do you happen to have a ship?
Yes.
You're on Babylon 5?
Yes.
Well, do you mind giving me a lift?
To where?
Oh, I just need to stretch my legs.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is a humanitarian mission, so we just need you to kind of make sure the clunker that we have stays in working order.
Oh, you want me to repairs and such?
Yes. I mean,
Right.
I'm giving you a ride. You get paid for it.
Well, if I get paid for it, 2,000 credits for the trip.
2,000.
Yep.
All right.
Done.
Okay. How long does it take me for that nice exchange?
It took you about 5 hours to find her.
Okay.
The fact that she was on Babylon 5. You went through other options like, okay, this one is another carrier either, this one is already employed, this one is asking for $1 million, and hey, I know that one. Doesn't she know mechanics?
What's her last name?
Claudia Black.
Plaque. I heard
Black
hack.
as in the color.
Ah,
Call you black.
there we go.
Then we turn back to Malone. Malone.
All right. Last thing we need to do before we take off talk to Billy. It's time to figure this out. So I head back to the apartment and hope to see that Billy's there.
Billy has acquired some sort of an alien console device and is using it to play games.
All right, Billy.
What is it?
It's enough fun and games. It's time to make some hard choices here.
Yeah, like there's any other types with you.
You'll find that in life, there is no easy choices. There's never a free ride. Anyways,
Yeah, but there are apparently the ones you get kidnapped for.
yeah, that's right. That's what happens when, No, that was on me. I thought you were in danger. I went through the utmost extremes to try to keep you safe, and yeah, it was a mistake. But here's the situation now. I've cleared it so that you can return. Or you could head back to Centauri airspace and be with your mom again. Make a life there. I've let you know what my wishes are. I don't want you to be in the military at this time. I'd like for you to wait a little bit. I don't think that the reasons that you're doing it are the right reasons. Listen, I know you're angry at me. I get it. I'm angry at me. I've always been one. I've never been good with making the good choices or controlling my anger, my emotions. I get mad very easily. I jump to conclusions. And usually my answer to solve most problems is violence. The military didn't help that. It just made me more of a bully than anything. The only good thing that I have ever done is bring you into this world. And well, your happiness trumps everything. But you are a man now, and it's time for you to make some decisions on your own. Not have Daddy bail you out on every single chance. So, you want to be your own man? What do you want to do?
I joined the army to be more like you, Dad. And I felt closer to you in the army than I have ever been when you were actually in the room. And now that I did join, you come out and drag me out of it. And now you don't want me to go back there. So I suppose I will go and be the distant son somewhere where you can't see me, so I won't be in your hair. Or lack of there. Fine.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. Your Uncle Rich, you remember him? You're about 6, 7 years old when he died. That man's a true hero. I served with him. The last fights we had, he sent us out. It doesn't matter. He died, saving us, a whole bunch of people. It should have been me that died there, not him. That man was a real hero. I knew it. Everybody knew it. Your mom knew it. She never forgave me. And we would fight, and you know how your mother is. Whenever you open up your heart to somebody and you show them everything, They know where your weak spots are. And she would always needle me. It should have been you that died. And she's right. One day we had this fight, and she said those words, and it hurt me. It hurt me real bad. And I hit her. I hit her hard. She was unconscious for 2 weeks. For 2 minutes. After that, though, I mean, it's divorce time. It's keep my kids away from you time. It's Malone's a danger to us and the family time. And she's right. You're 5, 6 years old. You don't remember. But whenever I'd come visit you, and you'd look at me with those eyes of thinking that I was some sort of hero or did all these amazing things. No, I was a bully. I'm a terrible father. I'm a terrible husband. I'm a terrible human being. But I'm an amazing fighter. Because I just want to kick people's asses, be the winner. And if you were with me, if you grew up near me, I was afraid I was going to hit you. And honestly, it hurt me every time you looked at me with the way you did. I couldn't bear that. That's the reason why I stayed away. Because I'm afraid I hurt you. Because I'm toxic.
And you hurt me by not being there.
Yeah. But I think I've grown now. I've changed. You're bigger. You know the truth now. And honestly, I give you now here. It's your choice. If you want to go in the military, I'll support you and I'll be proud of you. If you want to go home to Mom, and now that you're a man, you could, well, I mean, I could come visit you more, or if you want, you could stick around with us, be part of the crew. I mean, your mom will hate me for it, obviously, because, you know, our life's in danger 24/7. But the choice is yours now. Listen, you don't have to decide now, but when Doc's ready, we're going to be making a humanitarian run to Narn space. Very dangerous escort mission. But on the way back, we might be able to, I don't know, on the way there or on the way back, at some point, we'll be able to drop you off Centauri space. Or I've arranged it with Captain Sheridan here to reinstate you back into the military. Think about it, okay? And son, honestly, you are the best thing that ever happened. I am so proud of you either way. All right, you can get back to your games if you want.
And as you are leaving the room, you can hear him throw something very hard against the wall. You're pretty sure that something broke. Well, it appears that Turner is still busy searching for a mechanic. What do you do while waiting? You could help by looking for assistant medic.
You asking me or are you asking Doc?
Yeah.
I mean,
Asking you.
I have a foreign medic, so I feel more confident about this role than any role I've ever
Okay.
had.
I'm good at I'd like to meet back up with Doc and see where we could go from there.
Okay. Well, meanwhile, you get the routes, the space routes you are supposed to be using. These are registered for humanitarian mission. So you should not be harassed by Centauri patrols. You will be actually flying through Centauri space. For most of it. Well, all of it. As soon as you leave Babylon 5 space.
I mean, technically, doesn't one of these ships have a Centauri registry? Well, the one ship we have.
All of these do. And you know what? It's a real shame that we don't have Landis here. I'm sure he would have been able to smooth talk through any obstacles that we have, but you know what? We play the hand that's dealt.
Yep.
If we need a bluff, we bluff.
The things that happens when the face of the group goes away.
Yeah. Then it's
You're
time
missing
to do it
your
my way.
face.
But if
So,
I meet up
alright.
with him, I will let him know the two people I found already, Lieutenant Black and
And Mr. Ray.
Mr. Ray. Yep.
Ray ever served in the military?
No, never in the military. Merchant Marine though. Technically never employed by the military.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Technically, I was a civilian contractor.
Yep.
Very well, Mr. Ray. Good to meet you. I hear good things about you from Doc Turner, I suppose. So,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you follow me, Doc? You got any more things you got to take care of? I'll go show him around the ships if you want.
Yeah, you can take him and Miss Black here, show him the ship, show him what they'll be working with. I'll finish finding our last crew member and pick up some supplies that we might need while we're in
Sounds
transit.
good. Lieutenant Black. Follow me. We're gonna be heading. Follow me. I'll show you. I'll introduce you to the crew. Oh, and let's bring some food on the way there. I know a great place to eat. I'll tell you everything to know. I'll get you all caught up. Let's go.
Right. Do you want to look for a medic or do you want to just head out?
I know a medic. I know a medic.
You know a medic.
So we'll see how this roll works. This is a good roll. I hope. That's a 10. Thank God for plus 4s.
So, let's see how your medic is.
If I had rolled like I've been rolling, man, that'd have been a pretty good roll.
Oh, I know, right?
RNG just said I had enough.
Yeah, that's right. RNG said, "Oh, you have a bonus? Yeah, you don't need such high dice."
Yeah.
That's who we pray to. RNG Jesus.
Mr. Hunt. Well, you might say Dr. Hunt. If he hadn't, how do you call it, gotten caught for, what's the word?
Malpractice?
No, not malpractice, the unsanctioned research.
Ooh. He's a dabbler in the black arts of medicine.
In
But
in
he-
regards to what? Or is that classified?
That would be classified. You know, he's spoken about it once, but he gives it under wraps. He's a talented medic, no doubt about it. Obviously, you're better, but he's good.
Okay. All right. That's what's important. I'm better.
But he has some variance of skills. And because your roll was so low, he doesn't quite like you.
What?
Yeah, the
Everybody likes
10 tells you how skilled he is. The roll tells you what your relationship with him is.
Oh. Okay.
Miss-
I can work with that. He doesn't have to like me. He just has to do his job.
Hmm. And you did serve in the same hospital back in the day. And that's your common background.
Okay. Then I would attempt to go up to him.
Well. Look at what the cat dragged in. Well, what can I do for you, doctor?
Well, I am doing a mission of a humanitarian mission in Narn space, and it would be helpful if I had another experienced medic on board
Yeah.
the ship I'm on.
Ah, an alien ship. Well, filled with aliens at least. And these would be refugees, so most likely wounded. You will be needing a lot of medical attention. Yes, I do think I would like that. But there will have to be compensation for it.
Yep, of course you'll be paid, but let's work it from this angle. One, I think it'd be best if we didn't talk about your medical credentials or lack thereof.
Oh, you don't want me to act as a doctor, only as a nurse?
No, you'll be a doctor. I'll give you the spec. We both did the time. We both did the work. But people aren't very enthused when they hear that the doctor no longer has a medical license.
Well, I do have a license for being a psychologist nowadays.
Okay. Secondly, this mission did come from some very influential people, and if you take it as what it's worth and not try to dick me around about it, we could see about getting your medical license reinstated.
You have a power for that? Since when have
Yes.
you been so good on such a good terms with the health administration?
Let's just say I know some people who know some people. I'm not making any promises, but there's a chance that I can help you. Let's say you keep the research you were doing, make that a past thing of your past. From now on, you're just here to help and heal people.
Help and heal people.
Yes.
Well then. For the modest price of 6,000 credits.
I feel like that I am calling in favors to reinstate you medically, that you will take 3 and be happy.
4.5.
4, and sure, if you want to negotiate that, then you can just stay on Babylon 5 and be a psychologist.
Fine. 4. But I need full upkeep. While
Needs-
I'm on board. No
Need-
additional expenses from nowhere.
He needs what now?
Full upkeep, as in food and board.
All right. Well, we're pretty much feeding everybody, so yeah. And suffice to say, I will be watching you, and there are things that I've done in the past that no one knows about. So you should be careful.
Yes, I will.
I let them know where the ship is at, and then I just walk away because God gives me the freaking heebie-jeebies.
I will see you soon, Doctor.
Okay. So that's a grand total of
12K for the crew.
Yeah.
It's 12K for the crew. How much in supplies are getting?
I mean, if we are taking pretty much all wounded people, 50 people, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of resources, even with 2 medics. So
Now, mind you, we're making a delivery of important supplies. Part of that is food and medicines. 100 tons worth.
So are we taking some of their medicines and like, no, I need these for 50 people. So thank you.
That's an idea that we can do. Choice is yours, Doc. I don't know how. That whole slicey, medicine-y thing
The
works.
suggested amount of consumables for 50 passengers is about a ton of cargo space per month.
Okay, then I would personally just buy the 1 ton ourselves, and then the other, 999,000 tons you can do whatever with. Or 999 tons you can just
They're giving us
whatever.
They're giving us the cart. Well, yeah, however you seems
I mean,
best.
I only because we only get paid for stuff that leaves the plane. If it doesn't leave the plane, we don't get paid for it.
Yeah, good point. All right.
You get paid
how much will,
50,000. You get paid the 2,000 credits per ton of supplies delivered on planet, and for each passenger that you bring back.
Yeah, so I would just say we take out a pocket, and then just kind of, or I mean, we could.
How much is the supplies? Why don't you find out a price first?
Yeah, how much is a ton of medical supplies?
Ooh, medical supplies. Oh dear, those are pricey when dealing in tons.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If I need a ton for 50 people.
I think I had a list somewhere here.
Depending on what he says, will make my decision for me.
$100 billion. Here we go. Pharmaceuticals, 100,000 credits a ton.
No, okay, we'll just take a ton from whatever they give us of medical supplies to heal the people on the way back. There you go.
Surprisingly little of it is medical supplies. Well, mainly the stuff you're supposed to drop off is medical supplies.
So why don't you we'll use one of theirs and then get yourself a couple of stuff for like at least 10 people. Some of the good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, then I would just get medical supplies to treat 10 like critical patients rather than everybody. Everybody else should be able to hopefully
scrapes, bruises,
and stuff, and natural healing,
dehydration, malnutrition.
Basically, I just want to make sure anybody that I actually have to perform surgery on are me and the guy who might be taking organs, and I just don't fucking know. Hopefully not. We could do surgery if it's required while we're on the way back.
All right. Done and done.
So yeah, I would just get enough supplies to do surgery on, like 10 critical patients.
Give us a number, Boost.
20k.
20K, okay.
20K.
I mean, the 2 people who are good with talking are not here right now. So I can't. Neither one of us should barter. This shouldn't. Okay.
All right. Well, let's see. At 2,000 thingy, there's 100. We're looking at 200,000 for full payment on dropping off the supplies.
And then we do 50. That's two, but 50 people, 250,000 on the way back.
5 times 50 is 250,000.
Yeah.
So we're looking at just under $1 million for this score.
Yeah.
Minus
But hopefully these people, everybody survives. But 50 people are a lot of people for just 2 doctors.
All right. Well, we got what we need. We got everything figured out.
And actually, it's not 50. It's 40.
I'm guesstimating, man.
45.
Listen, if I wanted to add up stuff, I'd be a scientist, okay?
It's 45 people rather than it was a spot for us.
All right.
That also means that for every people you have on the ship going that way, it's a ton of cargo you can't have. It's like every people is a ton of cargo.
Yeah.
Because the space, they need to live in the space.
Yeah. So we only taken 100 tons, so 995 on the way there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's get it. I will definitely get with Lieutenant Black and make sure she kind of does a once over to make sure repairs were done appropriately on the ship before we set off, and make sure Ray is comfortable with what he's piloting.
And by this time, I've introduced him to Lennon, Fear, Frasier, Miana, and what's Rust Bucket's name?
Rust Bucket.
Bogus bounty.
Bogus? No, I'm sorry, not. What was I thinking? The new guy.
The doctor.
No,
Mr.
the what is his name?
Carry-on eater.
The Baxmara. Ah, you mean... Yeah. It was...
Bob.
Shish kebab.
Wasn't I calling him Bob?
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab. That's right.
Okay. Yeah. But,
You need to pronounce it shish kebab. With the hands. Shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
while they're I guess loading stuff on the Bounty and the other guys are on the other ship, I'll probably open up comms between both ships and give everybody a mission briefing saying, hey, we're gonna do the same thing we did before. We're gonna be piggybacking off you guys so we can hopefully successfully jump just due to this ship's lack of capabilities. So that be aware to the mechanic and the pilot who are probably not happy about that once they hear it.
That's called slaving their systems together.
Well, it's a pilot. It's... well, that's work for me, I suppose. I suppose I can lend a hand for the mechanic. See what I can do. Other than that, well, there's a problem. Mechanic is... well, it's going to be more work. I should have asked for more salary.
I mean,
Well,
if this is successful, we might be able to, spread any rewards a little bit more freely. But we have to get everything safely there and the people safely back. That is our first priority. So right now,
Mr.
everybody's
Ray.
working for their pay.
Mr. Ray, I don't think your job's going to be easy. I think once we get to where we're going to hostile territory. I'm going to need you to land this rust bucket safely. Make sure it gets loaded and get us out of there in one piece. You've got about a few days worth of nice and chill. But when the shit hits the fan, you will be earning your pay. Don't worry about it.
kiddo. I served the merchant marine in the Minbari Wars.
Then it looks like we got the right person. All right.
Well, to be honest, I'm like 2 years older than you are.
All right. Well, I guess let's get ready.
I'm more worried about these young ones here.
Billy, so what'd you decide? You want to hang out with us for a little while longer? You want to stay behind? You want to go back to Mom?
Why do you make it sound like I'm running away when I return home?
I'm teasing you a little bit, that's why.
I think I'm going to go back.
Okay. I can honor that. Going back to where?
Back to service. I mean, I did make a commitment.
You did do that, yes?
It
You made a
would be
promise?
dishonorable for me to pull out mid-term. But we'll see about that in about 3 years.
Okay. We'll talk to Sheridan. He's got it all lined up. He'll get you on the NS escort back home.
I'm
Listen. You get into trouble. Do not hesitate to contact me. Just say the same thing again. Space World. And I'll be there.
Don't remind me about that place. Alright, fine.
Hey, we're gonna be taking off here, and you're gonna meet up with Sheridan before you leave. Hug goodbye for your old man, please.
Fine. Okay, enough.
Okay. Take care.
I'll pack my things. Oh no, Blinky's going too. No. Bye bye, Blinky Billy. Carl, this is so sad that you're leaving.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little happy that, Billy's gone. Less
Hey, I
emo
got my
kid to worry
hug.
about.
I literally went through all that just to get a hug.
I know.
Worth it.
He's so depressing.
He's a teenager. I mean, an 18-year-old teenager who didn't have his dad around.
I will
Raised
still
by
be.
fucking Karen. Of course, he's all messed up.
Let's get this rust bucket going.
Well, this is an excellent position for a break.
A break.
So, we'll be taking a break. We'll be back at the half-hour mark. So, get yourself something to drink, something to eat, and enjoy your life while we're gone.
And of
See you
course,
soon.
when we come back, it'll be all boring. Nothing of interest will happen. We'll get there. Everything will be fine.
Hey, you're spoiling it!
We'll see.
heck? What's his name? Ambassador.
Jakar.
Jakar?
Yeah, Jakar.
By the way, we are online. Hello, people.
Okay.
Hello. You caught us unprepared.
We're done with the sadness.
Yes.
Malone's
no
making everybody,
sadness.
Malone's making everybody sad because of his fractured relationship with his son.
Hey, I got a hug out of it. I don't know what you're talking about. That shit went great.
That's more.
Okay.
More than the rest of you can say about your child relations.
Yeah. While the rest of us feel awkward. Like, oh. Okay.
I live in that. I live in that space. I live in cringe.
Yes. Yes. So you have your crew in place, and you are setting the things up. Anything else you want to do before you leave?
Did Black take a look at all the systems and make sure everything's at least functional right now?
Right. She's still on top of that. It's a big ship, and only one of her.
All right.
Doc, you know, this Hunt guy, is he gonna be all right with dealing with Narns?
I will be completely honest with you, Malone. The guy's a great doctor, but he creeps me the fuck out. So he did some shady stuff back in the day. I don't have a lot of information on it, but he was cheapish. So, you know, especially at almost kind of last minute ordeal. It might be beneficial to have somebody else who's medically inclined, at least somebody who can make sure he's doing what he's supposed to do.
You know, I suppose we could talk to Jakar, Ambassador Jakar, and see if you could recommend any Narn doctors. Tell him of our humanitarian mission and tell him to keep it on the DL. And send somebody with us.
I mean, yeah, you think that's a viable option, then sure.
Why don't you come with me to go talk to that guy? I'm not the best people person.
Okay. I'm average, but we'll make do. And neither one of us is Centauri, so I feel like that puts us, you know, at least on the positive side of things.
Or, if you'd like, I could stay here behind, and one of us could stay here behind and, you know, make sure shit gets done. All the dots are dotted, T's are crossed. Your choice, Doc. You want to talk to Jakar by yourself or just send me?
I know. I mean,
Let's just go together.
we both can go. Yeah.
We'll let our crew handle it.
That's
You
what
know
you paid
what?
for. Pay for it.
That's
Yeah.
exactly. Besides, Miana, we'll put her in charge for the time being. Let's go talk to Jakar.
Ah,
We've got a few hours left before we're ready to head out.
with pleasure.
Now we could count on you, Miana. You're the best.
Around. I will see you when you're done.
Okay. Would you mind sending a message over to Jakar, letting him know that we're on our way?
Do you surely want me to send a message to Narn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Probably not. Good call. That's why I'm putting you in charge. You think of stuff.
I will just send a quick message before we leave, letting his aide know that we're on his way to discuss some business.
Right. So, as you are leaving the bogus bounty, it is now canon. It has been renamed. It has been canonized by the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. As you are leaving, Malone, you see Dr. Turner opening up the airlock and hot steam pouring into his face. Him falling down on his knees, crying out in pain.
Ah!
Before you manage to do anything, you notice that you are a few meters away from the airlock. And you're still walking with Dr. Turner.
Yeah. Can
Approaching the airlock, still talking about sending a message to the Narn.
It blows up. Steam starts going into his face. Pull him back away from the steam.
Yeah. Yep. There was a blast of steam that just pushes past Derek's face when Malone suddenly yanks him back from there.
You okay, Doc?
Yeah.
It just suddenly just a blast of steam coming out of the airlock.
How did you? That's weird.
All right.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Reflexes. I get twitches. Everything's fine.
Are you okay? I mean, I know it's been a while since we've last had an exam, but are you doing all right?
I think so. I don't know. I saw the steam and it reminded me of that time when I blew up. Look, let's walk and talk. I ran into Elias Gray while you guys were gone. I got a flashback all of a sudden quick. You know, the steam reminded me of the explosion back when I was in Mars. When those black evil ships came out of the ground. You know, it's probably just like PTSD or some bullshit like that. I don't know. I don't want to worry about it, but let's just get this good mission going. Come on, let's go.
All right, but as soon as we're done with this and we have some time, come by the med bay. Let's just do a quick workup to just make sure everything.
You got it, Doc.
Because you've been through a lot of shit, in my medical opinion.
Well, these nanobots, you know, they helped me heal up pretty quickly. I mean, look, most of the scarring's all gone.
I'm still not 100% about that.
That's so pale.
It's because I have a business job. I have to wear a shirt to work.
Yeah. So did Nataf get my message?
Yes, as you arrive at the ambassadorial suite, and Nataf looks up at you and says, just in time. The ambassador is expecting you.
Well, thank you. It's nice seeing you again.
Hurry along. He doesn't have all day.
Yeah, thanks.
The doors open, and you get into the dark, cave-like habitat of the Narn ambassador. And inside, the speckled head turns to you. Malone, and I don't recall...
Turner, Dr. Derek Turner.
Yes. You wanted to see me. What can I do for you?
Yes. We're attempting a humanitarian mission to Narn space in order to, bring them supplies and hopefully help some of the injured, and we were wondering if you knew of a Narn medical professional who could assist us on this.
Well, doctors are in short supply thanks to the war. Most have been drafted. The ones here are busy taking care of the wounded in here.
I understand. It's just that, I mean, I am a very good doctor, but I primarily work on, humans. And I just want to make sure that whoever we pick up gets the best care possible.
Which system are you headed towards?
We're going to be heading towards Ardun.
Yes.
Ardun is currently in Centauri control. We're going to be on a humanitarian mission, but we expect to be picking up a lot of injured Narns.
Yes. If you're going
Taking
for
them to safety,
Ardun,
obviously.
there is a medical research facility there. You might be able to find some doctors willing to travel off-world, especially if given the opportunity to get into neutral space. In fact, if you can bring me back the medical staff in its entirety, I am offering you 500,000 credits for their recovery. If you can bring them in before the Centauri find them.
I mean,
Yeah,
we will try our
that
best.
sounds good.
Well, in lieu of that, is there any way any of your medical professionals could send me any medical information on various, Narn biology, so that way I can better assist in case, worst case scenario.
Yes, I will have Nathos transmit you the medical data of the Narn.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ambassador.
What I have, and additionally, I will send you the coordinates of the medical base.
Appreciate you.
I expect the personnel to be transported on Babylon 5 as soon as possible. This is a delicate matter, as if the Centauri find them, they will be taken prisoner and not released, as it is a military hospital.
You got it.
Any questions? Good.
Is this a
please,
medical
I will need to
hospital
make
around
the-
Is this around Ardun?
Yes,
I mean, it's on
in
our-
Ardun.
All right. Well, we'll be on our way. We'll let you know if, in either case, if what happens.
Good.
We'll get your people back to your car.
Excellent. I will send you the details we have of the situation in Ardun. Hopefully you will be back sooner than later.
Yeah. All right. Good seeing you. Bye-bye.
Take care. And you will leave the establishment and head back towards the ship, or do you have other business to handle?
Yeah. As we're heading back to the ship, I do pull Malone and like, this just made this at least 10 times harder than it was probably already going to be.
You know what? It's a secondary mission.
Yeah. But you just did say you would bring his people back.
Yeah, his people. They're the Narns. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
Did I overpromise?
you overpromised.
I have a tendency to do that, don't I?
Yeah. But in these case, they're all people who need help. So we just have to try our best.
I just feel, I don't know. My mind is racked with guilt with what happened to Jakar? Jugar.
Yeah.
Dujar. Darn it.
I
There's
understand.
one.
I mean, we're gonna do the best.
All right. Yeah, we are. We're gonna do our best, and that'll be great. All right. Well, let's light this puppet. We got our orders. We got everything we need as best as we can. Unless you have any last minute business, I say we get out of here.
All right, let's go.
All right, Doc. Let's get out of here. Back to the dock. The ship dock.
The ship. Yep. As when we whenever we get back to the ship and we get the information from Jakar, I would basically get a copy to the other creepy doctor, Mister. I was gonna call him creepy doctor. That's just gonna be my name for him.
Dr. Hunt.
Doctor. I know.
Should be Dr. Hunter.
Dr. Hunt. But that's what I'll be studying pretty much the entire time on our way to Ardun.
Yep. Additionally, you do get the details of the military hospital. It is apparently dug inside the ground, inside some mountains on Ardun. Quite clearly hidden. It's a bit difficult to get to, but it does have a landing pad.
So, question, because how is this going to be? Because we're going to, because the Jacaranda is going to be in orbit the entire time, and we're going to have to basically what, schlepping people with our with the Ferroro back and forth.
Well,
No.
technically, bogus bounty can make
Oh yeah,
make
okay,
it to
it can
the
make ground.
surface. That has been built for surface entry. It's one of the good qualities in the ship.
So, realistically, if we have somebody we trust who's offloading the stuff on planet side, we could take Ferroro and attempt to stealthily fly to pick up these doctors. How many doctors are there, actually?
We don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
The
There might be
medical
more
staff. You have the information that the hospital has active staff of 40 people.
Okay, so that's like almost the entire ship, almost. But I do think it would be better to probably get the medical staff if we can get them, because they it would I mean, I would hate to be so pragmatic, but it would probably be more helpful long term than picking up a lot of injured civilians who we don't really know what they may be useful for long term.
Doc, I like what you're thinking. We pick up the medical bay people first, as many as we could handle, and then go to the secondary objective and pick up the refugees.
And actually, here's a question: how many people can the Jacaranda hold?
Jacaranda. Oh, I think you're full capacity as is.
Yeah.
But you can double that up by stacking people in double containers, and you can squeeze in people in the corridors.
In cargo bay. It'll
Cargo
be
Bay
uncomfortable.
0G is not comfortable,
0G,
but they can
yeah.
survive a few weeks.
Okay.
But you don't have supplies to feed that many people,
Yeah.
and that's the issue. It's going to be several weeks in space without any
space.
spare oxygen around.
Yep. So those are issues. Oh God, this is
You can get like 20 people before you start. 20 people extra before you start losing oxygen.
I
This is
mean,
what the old captain was good for. Logistics.
I would say if we can take 40 odd people with us and the bounty, and we can, sustain at least 20 more people on the Jacaranda, you know what I mean, safely for the the week's travel, That would be best options because I mean, realistically, we're trying to get about as many people out of as possible because it's either
Yeah.
to provide some assistance, not just leave them there to say, "Oh, sorry, we only took people that are important to the war effort. Screw the rest
Might
of
be
you
able to
guys."
make depending on how successful our first mission is, we might be able to make a return trip.
All right, well, let's
We got a plan. We hit
Alright.
Ardun first, we hit the hospital first, load up as many doctors as we can, and then hit the refugees afterward, load up with the rest.
All right.
I like it, Doctor. All right. Crew, this is Malone. We'll be ready to take off in the next few minutes. I want to say how proud I am of all of you. This mission is going to be a success because we have hired the best of the best. We've been through thick and thin. Our mission is a humanitarian mission. It's to rescue people, to provide valuable supplies. Us, the Narn, Earth Force, we're counting on all of you. I expect everybody's best. And I expect us to improvise when shit hits the fan. But Lord RNGBus is in our side, looking down on us. So things might just go smooth. We are that beacon in the dark. All right. Everybody knows their assignments. Let's get this puppy rolling.
As you have a pre-laid course, you don't need to roll anything to get there. That's gonna be smooth sailing. You have proper flags and proper authorization, and even your jump gate activation fees are waived, thanks to being a humanitarian mission, and people give some sort of bonuses for those people. So it just takes you a grand total of 11 days to get there.
$11 days.
So 11 days later,
Yep.
you find yourselves arriving into the system. There is not that many ships around, but the ships that are seem to be warships of various sizes. Centauri warships, to be accurate. The system is under occupation, and clearly they are guarding it against incursions by the Narn. And the world of Ardun is the center of it all. As you approach it, it's a world green and lush, but not covered in jungles like your previous green planet. This one has lots of water as well, very Earth-like in appearance. And indeed, you are given by the Centauri a very strict flight pattern. The refugee center on ground. Do you wish to follow that?
Doc, we're here. We're gonna deviate from the mission and go straight. I suggest we go straight to the mountains.
I mean, but regardless, we have to get rid of the cargo we currently have in order to even fit anybody on here. So we at least have to go there first.
Absolutely. Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. Well, we got our orders. Take us down to the refugee center, unloading. Everybody be on the lookout. I wanted to have this go as smooth as possible. I want the minimum amount of fighting. If anybody gives us any sass, you let me know. We'll take care of it. I do not want you to provoke anybody. Especially any of these Centauris.
Yeah. as you make the landing with the bogus bounty, do you also land with the Ferrero as well? Or just with the one ship?
Yeah, with the Furrow also.
I'm assuming, of course, the pilot of the Ferrero is no one else but Fraser.
Of course. I mean, I feel like Fraser would probably stab us if we tried to take it without her.
You would probably be correct.
Can't we just land the Jacaranda instead?
Nope.
No.
That thing is not
Oh,
built for...
that's not built to land.
Yeah, it's
the
a
toy.
rotational ring and everything. Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
No, I forgot.
You
about
take that into the atmosphere, it's not coming back up anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like we might have need to look into buying a new ship.
What? You got a ship that can land?
The Jacaranda's good.
Yeah.
So, creaking and crackling, the bogus bounty does make it down to the landing site. There's several Centauri gods there, but it's mainly manned by Narns. All the physical work is done by Narns, and the Centauri are there as more of a show of force than doing anything actually god-like. And immediately as you land, there is piles of people asking if they can board the ship and get out of here. These people are well off in the sense that none of them are wounded. But as you start handing out supplies, they will take them elsewhere. There are some of those that are still working, trying to keep the populace alive. There's a few non-guards that come and chase away the beggars, so to say. But
Keep it orderly. Everybody, calm down. Let's get the supplies out first. We do plan on taking a few of you people back, but orderly. Slow it down.
So, question to the illustrious referee. Is there a way with my fancy computer where I could I'm not saying make the Ferrero invisible, but like if anybody tries to scan it, kind of do that thing where they scan it, it kind of like bounces off of us to make us seem like nothing's really there, or we're not, or maybe we're a flock of geese or something. I don't know.
yes, it is possible to infiltrate the Centauri detection network and A, make you seem like a pack of geese, or B, make you look like a Centauri patrol craft.
Oh.
So, Malone, how dangerous do you want to get?
Oh, you know me in danger. It does not scare me. I'm always looking for that challenge. But it's not about me. It's about these people. Let's keep it as safe as possible.
Well, it's just gonna be me, you, and Fraser on Ferrero. This is more about us going to this medical facility and seeing what actually is there. You know, there might be 40 doctors, there might be 5 because the rest of them died of malnutrition or something. I don't know. So,
I like where you're going with this. You, me, and Fraser. Go there on our own and keep it on the DL while everything gets unloaded.
yeah.
Yeah, that's some good thinking, Doc. Let's do that.
Okay. So,
Maybe you should be in charge of this mission.
I'm okay providing support.
All right.
Okay.
Miana, you're in charge. You have Lannon there as security.
Are you sure you want me to be in charge of Narns?
Oh, no. You're correct. Sorry.
Lanon, you're in charge. Just
Yes,
make
sir.
sure people they don't get rowdy. Don't beat up people if you don't have to.
You know our orders.
If you insist.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll be back. We got our own little mission. Fraser, Let's get the Ferrora warmed up and out of here.
Yeah.
Done
And
and done.
I would tell her this might make it look like we're doing a trajectory back up towards the Jacaranda while I do whatever I'm gonna attempt to do, which may work, may not work.
We're
And
gonna mask our radar signature.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a hidden roll. Just give me your bonuses.
so we're using computers, intellect, and my fancy computer, right?
Yes.
All right, so that would be a 5 plus 5.
+5 total.
Yes.
So which route did you take? Do you intend to be a Centauri patrol craft, or do you intend to be something completely different?
I would say, ooh,
Flock of seagulls.
I would say some whatever the local animals are, because if we're a patrol car, they'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing out there?" I don't want
Flock
anybody
of
trying to talk to us.
seagulls. Flock of seagulls. How can it not be that?
No, I want whatever the animal is, whatever.
A flock of Steven
animals is.
Steagles.
Yeah, whatever avian animals that are out here.
Yeah.
It's a flock of those kind of flying, randomly out in, towards
Okay.
the mountain.
Fair enough.
Chat, the problem is these fools don't know music. They don't know Flock of Seagulls is a band from the 1980s. That's all.
I understand what you're saying, but I am too nervous over here trying to plan for extrication of,
So
POWs.
you infiltrate the Centauri network, you plant a bug, and at least according to your screen, your ship just turned into a flock of things.
Okay, that's reassuring.
The
Go.
signal of it seems distorted, and looks like natural distortion.
Okay. All right.
Good job, Doc.
Let's just hope it holds.
Yeah.
You head towards the mountain.
Towards the mountain halls, where the nuns walk. Now, less bad singing and more plot. Your ship flies neatly through the air, being the only ship in your arsenal actually designed to fly in the air as well. The other one is designed. The other ship is designed to land and get off. This one is actually designed to fly. So it's comparatively smooth sailing compared to the bogus bounty. And as you glide through the air, what should I make you roll?
What
Actually,
skill?
no.
We could-
Malone, you are in cockpit with Fraser,
Okay.
approaching the coordinates, and you see a lone blast coming from the mountains and hitting the side of your ship. Just next to Fraser, pulling her out.
Bring her down quick. Bring her down quick.
And then you notice that you're still flying.
Before, without even touching it, without even reaction, I grab the stick forward and push it forward to bring us into a.
What
quick
are you
nosedive.
doing? Oh. I didn't notice that.
Yep.
Keep us down low. Flies low and steady. Bring us down below radar and out of sight.
Is there any way I can hack into their comms?
If there is comms here, they are hidden, but yes, throw me electronic sensors. You get your hacking software as a bonus.
I don't have. All I have is electronics.
It's 0 then.
Yep. With my intellect. Yeah. Okay. That. That's a 10. Oh man, low rolls coming for me.
That's a 10. That's enough.
Okay.
So you managed to hack. You managed to find a hidden network, and even barge in through the front door.
I would just say, ceasefire, ceasefire. We are here to assist you on the orders of Ambassador Jakar.
Whatever. Then there's a short silence, and then there is Jacaranda.
Yes.
Proceed with the landing.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Good work, Doc.
We're either gonna get shot if this is a trap, or we're okay. So.
All right.
So as you land your ship, you yes, indeed, the landing site is hidden. You can't even see it from above. You have to glide into it from the side. And with your skilled pilot, it is easy enough. And you see there are several heavily armed Narns waiting for you on the outside. As you land, who goes in first to get shot? I mean, who goes first?
You know what? I'll go first because
No.
I'm not armored and I have no weapons, so I'm probably the least imposing. But I walk out and I just have my hand raised. You know what I mean? Obviously, you see nothing on me but my lab coat, so hands just raised.
I follow after, not brandishing a weapon. But I still have that mean look on my face.
Yes, these Narns are head to toe in armor and with guns big enough to use as battering rams if needed. There's a total of 12 of them out there. One of them steps forward. How many can you fit in?
How many people can we fit in the Jacaranda?
Oh, we can
Now.
probably
How many can you fit in now?
Well, I'm asking the referee.
we could fit in 8 right now.
How many can we fit in the Jacaranda? I mean the Ferrero.
Ferrero, you can fit in 16. You can double it up.
Okay, yep. So I would tell them 16.
Right, 16. You'll get them.
We
Stay
want
tight.
doctors first. We got supplies. We'll be able to make a secondary trip.
You'll get what you'll get. Stay there. And he turns to speak into a radio and says something in Narn. And it takes a while, a few minutes, but there's several Narns in notably less militaristic outfits, but they are still wearing, you would call it a hazmat suit?
Yeah.
That's a good word. Hazmat, yeah.
Hazmat suits.
Hazardous material suit.
Yeah, hazardous material suits, and they have their hoods up by now, and they are coming in. Well, actually, they don't have the hoods off. They have the hoods on, and they're carrying these little canisters, each of them.
No, what is that?
Just let them through. Come on in.
Yeah, I just let it go.
They're small enough to be carried by hand, so they're holding onto those and coming into the ship, just taking positions wherever they can find. And there is indeed 16 of them.
Looking at these canisters, do they look like adverse medical biological items?
Roll me your linguistics. You get, linguistics plus education.
Okay.
If you have Narn, you get that. Otherwise, you roll
But
linguistics.
I do have language I do have language. That's my education, so that's an 8. That 4 and 1 again.
So 8. Yeah. They read biohazard in Narn.
Yeah.
Okay.
You notice the biohazard symbol.
Yeah.
Of the Narn style.
Yeah.
They seem to be secure canisters.
I like pull Malone closer towards the cop book. I'm like, I don't know who these guys are, but they have biohazardous material, and you just let all of them on our ship.
I turn around. Do we have to worry about whatever's in that little thing that you guys are carrying?
Only if the ship blows up.
There you go, Dr. Turner. Only if the ship blows up. Let's not blow up.
Yeah, but come on, you're in the military. You know the implications of biohazardous materials in times.
Frazier, we're on a time clock. We gotta get out of here.
Yes,
Doc,
sir. Flying.
we're on a time clock. It's literally get in, get out. Whatever they're carrying. Let's go. Frazier, be extra careful. Don't want to bump these things off in the night.
The doctor is noticeably seething currently right now. He doesn't know who to be more pissed at, Malone or these fucking Narn doctors. Or scientists, I would probably call them.
Well, it is a military medical facility.
Yeah. Understood. Okay.
So, these doctors, they hold silence the entire time La Firoro flies up straight to Jacaranda. Or do you take them to the landing site?
No. Definitely wouldn't go back there.
Yep. So they exit the shuttle and, well, I suppose they stop when they see Fair taking them in. What?
He's fine. Fair, please get him somewhere to sit.
Yes, sir.
These containers, if they need to be safe, we have a 0G cargo bay you could store them in. Is that gonna be fine?
We would rather take them where we can observe them in case of any problems.
What is it exactly that you have there?
Unfortunately, I am not allowed to tell you.
You know, this is not part of the mission briefing. We're getting doctors, not some weird ass.
Yeah. I know, but you allowed them on our ship anyway, so why cause us think about it now?
Because now we're not in a rush, and now we could get them off of the air dock, put them out of the air dock if we wanted to. But we don't want to. We just want to know that this is going to be safe.
It is going to be safe as long as nothing violent happens to these canisters. They are sealed, and we will take every precaution with them.
Okay. So we have enough room for these 16 people on the Jacaranda. Correct?
Yes, for these 16 people. No problem.
Then I would call down to the boundary and tell them to put as many people up on board as they can fit.
There is
Minus-
more doctors in the base.
Yeah, I understand that, but when you are walking in here with that, and I'm not a stupid man, I went to medical school also. I know what you're going to do with that. And
2
I
million
will not
credits.
be... What?
2 million credits.
No.
3.
No. Whatever you offer me is nothing but blood money. No, I'm not doing it. I mean, Malone, you can say we'll do it, but
Wait.
if you agree to this, I'm leaving the ship.
Hold the phone. I'm getting the wrong idea here. Are you guys doctors? Are you guys here to take care of your own people? Or are you here to put some sort of bioweapons package against the Centauri?
What do you think? They're in the military city. They're medical positions with biohazardous chemicals. What do you, in the time of war, what do you think these items are for?
Motherfuckers. I want doctors for the people, not you guys.
Well, it's too late.
Stay here.
So,
Doc, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. We need to go back for real doctors.
there are no real doctors. This is what you got. Well, I'm sure they're probably real doctors. They probably went to school. But this is what we're going to get.
I want 5 million credits, and I want real doctors to treat these Narn refugees that we're about to have. Do you have those people available within yourselves?
5 million credits, and yes, there are real doctors still in the base.
Are
Fine.
they helping you work on that?
No, they are the medical staff designed for the healthcare.
How many
Of
of them are there?
5, and also one who specializes in cranial cybernetics. He's also a doctor, but not for taking care of regular wound.
You know what?
What is your name?
My name?
Yes.
Manath.
Manath. Here's what's going to happen. If we decide to say yes to this, we want the 4 million credits. You are going back with us to the base. And we're going to get the rest of the doctors. And you're going to make sure that that happens correctly. Because if we don't get these doctors that we need to treat these people, we'll just flush you out to air vacs. Is that understood? Do we have a deal?
Yes, we have a deal.
Fine. Frasier, it looks like we're making one more trip. Manath, you're with me. Doc, do you want to come or do you want to stay here? If you want to make sure that these people are, these things are well taken care of in our absence, that's fine. I could do this alone.
I mean, no, I'm going with you because I fear for the alternative. Let's just go.
Who else do we have on the ship here?
Shish kebab and fear.
Fear. I want your weapons hot. I want you to keep an eye out on these. Do not. Listen, fuckers. I don't like this situation. If you guys try anything, Fur is gonna kick your ass and he's gonna blow up whatever canisters you got. So you make sure not to cause any fucking trouble while we're gone. You got that?
Pretty sure, like Malone, I'm pretty sure if he does that, it will kill everybody on the ship.
Yeah, them and Fur.
Exactly. So now
I have the Centauri fleet at a call distance, so I can, if they cause any trouble, I can just say that we have some.
okay, let's think about this logically.
Doc, we're done.
You have a bunch of men who are probably not scared to die with a biohazardous weapon. If anybody tries to come on this ship, you might as well just say, fuck the ship, is all I'm telling you. Let's go.
You guys behave in our absence. Frasier, Doc, Manath, you're with me. Everybody else behave while we're gone.
Yes.
I'm in a bad mood now.
Well, I tried to warn you. You made a mistake, and now you're trying to push out your anger out on everybody else.
Is it that obvious? That's what I'm doing?
It is that very obvious. I'm letting you know right now, we're not taking that money. If anybody takes this money from them, I'm done. This is blood money. These are weapons of mass destruction that we are handing off to Jakar.
No, you're right.
And now we're complicit, and we can't really do anything because you know what? the fucking Centauri will probably blow us all the fucking up.
You're
You
right.
could always rat them out to the Centauri.
Oh, that would be better because that wouldn't cause more problems. I guarantee you they would kill every Narn on that planet if they found out about this.
Manath, we're gonna get those real doctors, and you're gonna help us do that, okay?
That was the agreement. There are 5 doctors and the specialist, so a total of 6. There are also a plethora of wounded Narns, if you prefer to also fill your holds with actual refugees.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
And I also want to throw out real quick to fuck Wooster. I'm openly saying that because he literally says the only doctor that can help Jakar is down on this fucking planet. And Derek knows this because he knows what's wrong with your fucking Jakar. So thank you, Wooster. All right, let's go back.
I'm happy you noticed.
Yeah.
I didn't have to shove it down your throat.
No, I noticed that. I'm like, oh, like, really? Okay. All right, so back down. But I do want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I need to look at. Can I put in a time delayed message just in case, Narns with weapons want to get, spicy, that basically will alert the Centauri to our location if I do not.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's easy enough. That's just time delayed message, and you don't need to hide it or anything. You just, blast it in every direction as loud as possible.
That's that. I want that to be my my veiled threat in case, because I'm going to go down there with requests, and if they don't like it, that's
The
gonna be my
Deathman switch.
Yep, that's gonna be my veiled threat.
So yeah, do you do any masking operations while you're at it?
Yes, I don't know why we're going like a bunch of fucking flying birds coming into orbit randomly. Yeah, I would, if it's possible, try to just kind of make us look like, almost like, like how we have like cell phone dead space, like, maybe it's just like a hole where there's no real signal, you know what I mean? Try to, or have the sensor bands kind of bend around us, you know what I mean? Type of deal, you know what I mean? Some way, hopefully successfully.
Yeah, that's not in the capabilities of your computer.
Alright.
How about this? How about we find all the spots that have the least coverage and are easier for us to fly through? Not showing.
All right, Centauri patrol ship, but as soon as we enter orbit, send a signal that says it went this way, and a flock of birds went that way, and we're the flock of birds after that.
Okay, I will allow you to either A, use the old roll, or make a new roll.
Oh God. I don't know what the overall was, so it
Because it was hidden.
I know it makes this position very
So you can use the same tricks of the trade, or you can try new tactics if you are feeling like there's something wrong with them.
okay. What do you think? What do you think, Carlos? What do you think? You think we should roll the dice and try? You know what?
No, I think we should keep with what's working. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
It might have been broken. We just didn't notice it.
Well, they did take a shot at us, didn't they?
I mean, they thought. I mean, they saw us in visual range, probably. You know what? Fuck it. I like drama. New roll. We'll just see what happens.
It was +5, yes?
Yes.
Radio. You are convinced that your trick has worked, and as you observe it on the way down, and that's how this entire ship seems to be reacting. Absolutely nothing. So you approach the mountain base again as a flock of birds, but you also notice in your senses that there is increased ship activity, not towards you, but on the other side of the mountains that you are approaching. And Manath comes closer and says, "Can I use the radio? I would like to announce then that we are arriving, so you will not get shot at."
Yes, do the thing so we could get the things. The people.
Yes. Non.
Just like Babylon 5.
Yes.
Your Narn accent was fantastic.
And it's spot on. and indeed, you don't get shot at. But there is clearly less guards expecting you at the landing site this time. It's like 3 of them. And as you land, there is indeed several wounded people and some doctors that are taking care of them. Coming your way. So, do you accept these? There are stretchers.
Okay, so these are,
And
I mean,
doctors.
I'm looking over them. They obviously look wounded, right?
The wounded people look wounded, yes.
Okay. And I take the Narn we took. I said, are these all the medical doctors?
At least they're not carrying canisters. But yes. No, we're missing one.
Let me guess, the one who is a specialist on cranial issues.
Yes. How did you know?
Because it's
call
just
it,
our luck.
Just call it, our luck. Yeah. Can you please find out where he is?
He turns to one of the guards and speaks in Narn. And it appears that he's inside the compound. He refused to leave his post.
Why?
They did not.
Noth, you said that you would get the ship done. And you keep changing the deal. And I'm already in a bad mood.
I can't
So-
help what he does.
You go get him. Or we go get him.
I'm
And
going
you
with
want us to go get him.
I'm gonna go with him. Can you just let Frazier know to keep the engines on and ready to get out of here at a moment's notice?
You heard the man, Frazier. Get the
Aye,
engines running
Captain.
and get ready to go.
Now it's like tell him to start, loading the doctors and the injured inside.
Come on, this way. This way.
And
Right over here.
I follow. What's his name? Matoff.
Manath.
Manoff. I follow Manoff to the doctor that I need because to help out my friend.
Yep. So you go inside the compound. It is cramped. Is clearly underground. You can hear through the corridors the sounds of blasts coming your way. But they are distant, several echoes away. Occasionally, a person in armor runs past you. But as you are escorted by a Narn, they only look at you weirdly before carrying on. You don't exactly look like a standard centauri. So, Yeah, you do reach a lab there where there are several spinal cords of Narn design hanging on the walls. There are vats of brains sitting on the shelves. It's practically dark and foreboding. And there is a Narn currently operating on another Narn on the table. His skull open. Yes, what is it now? Figure asks. Probably, well, actually asks in English.
We're trying to evacuate you. Is there a problem?
I'm in the middle of a surgery. I can't just leave this man here to die.
Of course you can't, and because I see it, then I'm going to have to help you.
God damn it, guys. We don't have time for this. Can we bring him along or something and operate him while we're moving?
No.
Not while his brain is on the table.
No.
Fine. What do you need? How can I help?
You keep your hands away. Just make sure nobody gets in.
Yeah. Well,
I can handle the...
I'm also a doctor, so I should at least be able to
Yes,
assist.
I know your reputation, Dr. Turner.
I have a reputation? Wow.
Fine, Doc. I'll keep this door covered. I'll make sure nothing interrupts you. You guys get what you guys need done and let me know. Time is of the essence.
How can I help you?
Well, he gives you a lot of technical briefing.
Mhm.
I will not, because my technical expertise in medical stuff.
Of course. Yeah.
I have a boo-boo.
Yeah. Medical psychobabble. Okay.
Medical techno-babble.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
So, what I want you to do is roll me a medical check.
All right.
You get a -2 for rush.
Yep. Sounds right. That's a 12.
That's a 12. Right. You are able to assist this gentleman in his duties to reattach a brain. And because you made a good roll, I will have to say the surgery goes by smoothly. And the brain is reattached, and the patient is, well, the patient is alive, and we can move it.
All right.
Call in the muscles. Let's get this rolling.
All right, Malone, let's go. Let's move him to the ship.
All right. Do you want me to carry him, push him? I guess I'll just move him along. Let's go.
Damn it. No combat encounter. Damn.
All right.
However, I'll push this gurney thing that would ever by myself. You guys go.
Stretcher.
Let's do this.
Oh, well, gurney, yes. Okay. So, you make it to the ship. But you can still hear the battle coming closer. You're pretty sure you missed it by like a minute.
All right.
And you
Let's go. Load up.
Load up and let's get out of here.
Yes, you are in the ship and you start flying out when there is a Centauri fighter that flies past the exit zone. It didn't notice you yet because you were still inside the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
But you're pretty sure outside is not going to be pretty. Do you take any last minute preparations? You are flying, so it's going to have to be quick. You doubt that flock of birds is going to work on a visual contact.
Can I basically bounce off a distress signal from in the opposite direction of it, so it like kind of turns around and goes back that way due to the distress signal?
Yeah, sure. You're trying doing that? I'll
Yes.
allow you to roll a persuasion roll.
A persuasion roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
God.
guy is hunting enemies, not saving friends. Fighters don't save friends. They don't have spaces for pickups.
Well, not like this, like the stress signal. Like more like there are enemy combatants here. Blow shit up.
He wants a
sort of
radar
thing.
blip to
Yeah.
move him away from us.
Like,
so that
oh,
he can be
this
like,
is there's people
A
over here. Let's
foe
go.
target, yes.
Yes.
A full target.
Yeah.
I will allow that.
Okay.
You can roll this visibly because the effect is immediate.
Oh God. Ardun Jesus.
Ardun Jesus, come on.
Jesus.
Oh, these ones when I don't need them. I can save a man, but I can't apparently roll to hack.
Yeah. Your system informs you that hostile intrusion detected. Disengage the connection or fight back.
We've got no weapons. I don't think I could be able
Oh
to shoot
no,
him.
no. Apparently somebody's trying to hack me, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, we gotta. I have to. I'm gonna have to fight back because we have to keep our position a secret as long as possible. So yeah, I fight back.
You can do this, Doc. I believe in you. Roll again. I don't know
Another
how this
roll,
works.
but a -2.
That one, those ones keep coming. All right.
Target lock. Detected.
Disconnect.
No, that's from the console from Fraser's side.
Yep. Come on, do something, military man.
Frazier, dive down underneath the trees. We'll lose him. We'll lose him in that valley right there. Coming up. Open up the hatchway. I'll try to hit him. I don't know. I'll try to shoot him with my
You wanna try to shoot?
with my guns. Smoke grenade. Go around. See that there, that valley. Fly down low. I'll throw off a smoke grenade and hopefully it'll lose track of us.
Do
I
you
don't know
have
what else to
like
do.
20 of them?
No.
Probably not. That's intended for like 20-meter radius. Your ship is 50.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. I might be able to shoot it off the back. That's the best that I could do. It's all on you, Frazier. We're all counting on you.
There is an incoming message that says unidentified ship. Land immediately or be fired upon.
Are they in a visual range?
Fraser looks at his scanners and we're being followed. This one is literally on our tail. I could try and swing around and shoot at it with laser.
With the laser drill.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's not very accurate, and
I mean,
to be honest, I haven't had much practice with it yet.
I mean, I don't think we will be able to take out a Centauri fighter.
How
I'm
about
good,
we?
but I'm not that good.
How quickly before we get into the Jacaranda's range, specifically their turret range?
Turret range. I would say 2 minutes.
I think you could. I think that might be our best. I think that might be our best bet. Jenga straight up close to it. Fear.
You do realize that our shooty guys are all downstairs, and Fear is not a shooty guy.
We got fear, and we got fear up on the jacaranda.
Yeah, he's not a shooty guy.
Yeah, there's literally nothing we can do. We have to land. We have nothing but wounded people in here.
All right, land. Fuck it. Fine. You know what? We got nothing to hide, right, Manarth?
Well, the ship is full of wounded people. There are no suspicious canisters.
Yep.
And we only have doctors on board.
Yeah.
There might be an opportunity for you to talk yourselves out of this.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping on.
Very well. Go ahead, Fear. Land us somewhere nice and safe, and get ready to jump up to book it. The sign of any trouble.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you land the ship, and pretty much immediately there's a Centauri gunship that lands in nearby, and from within it comes a squad of soldiers.
Stay calm. I say to Malone.
My emotions don't control me. I control my emotions.
Okay.
My emotions don't control me. I control my emotions.
Right, so who is going to be controlling the incoming soldiers?
I mean, I guess I will, because I will just start spitting out some medical techno babble at them to hopefully. I don't know. I mean,
You actually do speak Centauri, so
I do
give
speak
me a
Centauri.
linguistics check.
Yeah. 16. Now I roll double sixes. What the fuck? Well, speaking Centauri.
So they come in and you start babbling in Centauri and they go, "Oh, you're a medical transport. Carry on. Carry on."
Right back here. I'm not even gonna fight it.
That was so spot on.
Oh god.
Oh, you're a doctor. Carry on.
Yep. Okay.
Wow, what did you say to them?
I just said a lot of medical stuff in Centauri.
So
Apparently it was good enough.
you cannot house these people on the Jacaranda. Not all of them.
Well, no. This is just kind of getting them there temporarily, waiting for
Can we dock up with
get the bounties to tell them to just take about 35 people and then just move over basically split it, like however many people that we need to move over, subtract that from how many people are going to be on the bounty. We can call them and tell them that.
Hey, how we doing with the bounty?
The bounty is empty at this point. We're waiting for further instructions.
Load up about 40 refugees.
40. Copy that.
Is that about right, Doc?
You're muted right now, so I can't hear you.
How many wounded and doctors do we have right now?
You have the 6 doctors and 10 wounded.
So
Sorry, 9
16.
wounded because you had the one.
15, so yeah, 35 people then. No, 25 people, because then we still need to be on there too. Well, I need to at least still be on there. Math is for really smart people.
Doing maths for fun.
Yep. So 30 people. Yeah. So 30 people they can bring on, and then the rest people we can transfer over, away from this planet.
Lennon, scratch that. We have room for 30 after all. We got we got medical and wounded to board up as well.
30. That is final.
Yes.
Alright, you 5. Out! And then the connection cuts.
Okay. All right. Oh, guys. I never thought that I would be so happy that I have a thing for Centauri women. That is literally the only reason I learned that language, to oppress a girl. That is it.
Well, it worked. I mean, that's the only reason I got these was to impress a girl.
Your ship flies without hindrance back to Jakarta. Soon it is joined by Bogut's bounty. Oh, well, Bogus bounty. I need to learn the new name.
It's canon now. Bogus bounty.
It is officially canon. That's what I said.
And it oddly fits in with our themes.
All right.
Yes, and you transfer yourself over to Bogus bounty.
Yep.
Bogus bounty.
Yep.
And most of the wounded. The the medical staff is has secured their canisters in a single room and are guarding it. So they have somebody on two people at the same time guarding it around the clock.
Basically,
Yeah,
like right before we start docking to Babylon 5, when we get close there, I want to send a message to Sheridan letting him know that some of the Narns that we were able to pick up seem to have biohazardous chemicals, and I would like him to, if he could send a group of security to apprehend all of them. That's what Derek will do.
I like what you're going with that. I think I like that plan.
Yeah. But I'll wait right before we start docking and say, hey, can you please have, a crew of security people outside the Jacaranda. I will make sure we're close to Babylon 5 so no random Centauri cruiser is like picking up the signal or
You
anything.
could also wait for the call until you're like halfway out.
Yeah. Basically,
It's several days anyway.
yeah, right when I'm in that that safe space where I can call them and say, "Hey, be prepared. Can you have this?" Because these guys need to be apprehended. They were brought in with our refugees, and we didn't want to. We thought the situation was already tense enough. We didn't want to make it even more so by doing anything.
Also, you're technically traveling on a different ship than the doctors. So I don't know, like you're gonna get caught anyway.
Yeah, but it's like because technically the minute we let them on board, we're technically no longer doing a humanitarian mission. This is we have pretty much, yep. This is straight up like shit.
Not humanitarian.
Yeah, this is stuff I learned in the military. They can literally blow us up and be in the right.
I like it.
So.
You make your way towards Babylon 5, and you are taking the right lanes. You're taking you're stopping at the stop sign and turning at the turn sign, doing all the things by the book, and nobody stops you. Not until you reach the Babylon 5 space, the neutral space. When there is an incoming call. And it is Jakar. Ah, you have returned. I've been expecting you. My ship will rendezvous with your ship and take on the refugees personally. No need to bother the Babylon 5. We will take them to Narn Homeworld safe and sound.
All right. Please dock with
The bogus bounty.
the bogus bounty. The Jacaranda has some issues, so it's going to load. All your refugees are on here.
Oh, but we do require Manath. He is on Jacaranda, is he not?
I mean, would he know that? I would have told him that.
Yep. No, you wouldn't have.
Oh, Manath would have. Moose is gonna make me piss off an ambassador. Got it.
I'm gonna make you make choices.
Okay, how far are we from Babylon 5?
About 50 kilometers away in space. Pretty. That's distant. 50,000 kilometers actually, because that's the distant in the system. So yeah. Babylon 5 can still reach you to help you, but it will take some time, as the response time is something plus. It takes missiles like 3 turns to reach you.
Malone, what ship are you on?
Jacaranda.
Okay. I would do a secure. I would call Malone and tell Malone, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to put all those doctors at gunpoint and flush the biohazardous material out the cargo bay."
You wanted that, or you want just Babylon 5 to handle that? I see
mean,
where you're going with this.
I feel like this Narn ship will probably shoot us if we try to run or call to Babylon 5.
They won't. But I'll do exactly what you say. Jakar is not getting his hands on these biological weapons now that I know what they are.
Yeah.
You got it. You could count on me.
Pull a Femi. This dumb shit.
Lanon, you're with me.
Yes,
Got a
sir.
special mission for you.
Yes, sir.
Now fill me in on the details. You and I,
Rangers.
these canisters are no-go. Biological hazard weapon. We're not handing that over.
Should we bring in Fraser? She can fight.
I mean, I would assume they would like put it out into like the cargo bay and just open the door and just let it.
No, the biological canisters are like in the. They are being guarded 24/7. There's always at least two doctors near them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah.
And the rest are
Fraser.
pretty much sleeping in the rotunda.
All right. Well, I'll
Yes. We bring Frasier. We go loaded as bear. Try not to shoot the things. We're gonna handle this diplomatically.
Okay.
And when that doesn't work, we're just gonna shoot them.
I mean, just. Oh, come on.
I know what. All right, we won't shoot them, but we'll disable them. All right, let's go. As soon as once we know we're in, Frasier, land on me. Kind of
You
thing we're gonna
actually find the Narns themselves moving the canisters towards an airlock.
Oh. All right, folks, listen up.
Yes.
Those things, those canisters that you have with you, they're not safe where we're going. We're going to take them off of your hands into an airlock and dump them into deep space.
That was not the agreement.
The agreement was for us to bring back doctors, not that. So,
Our
I'm
agreement
fulfilling
speaks
my part of
differently. We agreed on 4 million credits and your doctors.
Yeah, you know what? You could keep your 4 million credits, but you ain't keeping those canisters. Do I make myself clear? We're not confiscating them. We're just dumping them off. They are bad cargo. And I'd hate to see that there be even more bad cargo that we need to dump off, seeing as Narns need working military doctors and all. So, we lose the $4 million, 4 million credits, but those canisters are out of here.
Then you will have to shoot me first.
I will do it. I have no problems with that. I'm gonna give you one last chance. Release the canisters safely so that we may discard with them. And you all keep your lives. And Narn is better for it.
Roll me persuasion. He is literally looking like he's about to die for those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I send a secure transmission to Babylon 5 and saying, hey, the Narns are trying to take item, send help?
Yeah, feel free to roll it.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling, I do believe, the computers to hide it from the Narn ship outside.
Oh, yes. I will attempt that.
Don't I have the other thing, intimidation?
Damn, I wish I had intimidation.
That's 11.
So 8 for persuade and 11 for hidden transmission. Yeah. As you are pointing your gun at the Narn, he pushes his forehead against the gun, going, I will be killed either way. So do it. Become the murderer.
I pull the trigger.
His brains just spread around. The rest of them pull their hands as the corpse falls on the ground.
All right.
Right.
Lennon, Frasier, make sure these canisters are out of here and into deep space.
Strap it up with some explosives and then.
The rest of you, what would you like done with your friend Manath?
He didn't make it. He was shot by a Centauri before we got on board.
Shish kebab. Take him to shish kebab.
Oh, God. Really?
The rest of you, I hope you understand.
Are
And you better be under good behavior for the rest of it.
Shish kebab comes by, just starts dragging him.
Yep.
Wow. Luckily, I'm on the other ship.
One more thing.
And he got off easy, because he's going to take care of him while he's dead. I'd hate to see what he does to somebody when he's alive.
And then I exit the room.
Can you shoot it? Shoot it!
Turrets.
And something green spreads across the space.
What is your car saying right now?
Nothing you can hear.
Okay.
There's a message on Derek's computer there.
I answer it.
It's just a single message.
Oh, okay.
It just
I read
says, intrusion detected. And that's where we leave the session.
I mean, you can hack my computer. There's nothing on it. Take out my USB drive. Like, all right, whatever. I guess I'm getting a new computer never.
Yep. That's the session now. Woo!
Wow.
What's happened?
Decisions were made.
Decisions were made.
Consequences we'll have to wait for next season.
Choices, consequences.
I am confident in all my decisions. I feel like I made the right decisions at the moment.
That's
I
4
think I
million,
made
4
a lot
million
of
easy
bad-
credits down the hatch.
I mean, I'm honestly, Derek wouldn't have took my money. It's blood money. I mean, he's done enough research on what that kind of stuff does to a humanoid body. There would be no way he'd be okay with spending any of that money if they would have took it.
Huh? Well, as I said, decisions have to be made.
Yep.
Some are easy, some are hard, and some pay you handsomely. And some get you into deep trouble.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully Babylon 5, you know. I mean, it probably never got there. We're just probably going to die. It's fine. But he'll kill all the Narns with us.
Who's
Also,
he?
hello Spigot. Welcome to to Die for
Well,
RPG.
yeah.
Nice to see your new face.
Welcome to Traveler.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed
that
our
was,
space adventures.
There may have been some combat, but we avoided it.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
And I think it was way more interesting because of that.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't expect speaking Centauri to be useful ever.
I gave you hefty hidden penalties for that, but damn.
I was like, oh, like yes.
You got like
finally.
the equivalent of a nat 20 on that sucker.
Yeah.
Great happens.
Yeah, speaking, yeah, I always know my actions have consequences. Sometimes I just don't care. Sometimes I'm like, it's worth it. You gotta. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes you gotta just do the right thing, even though you know bad things are probably gonna happen to you.
I tried to make the bad decisions enticing.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
corruption
were.
does have its perks.
Trust me. Had this been, you know, may he rest in peace, Femi, probably been like, all right.
Money!
You know,
Well,
but
this is the Dr. Turner with scruples.
he's
Damn you and
he's
your
had
scruples.
he's done some soul searching, and you know, making sure death isn't running around is one of them.
So, Spigot, hope to see you in a week. Because next episode is gonna be actually, it's next decade. Or
Yeah, see you guys next year.
2020.
So you guys
it's
next
gonna be in the roaring 20s.
Time to learn my flapper dance.
Oh, my condolences, Spigot. Yeah.
Mm,
Group that doesn't understand consequences? Yikes.
yep. I can kill everybody and nothing will ever happen. Okay.
You are surrounded by guardsmen, and they shoot all of them their crossbows at you. At least 10 of them get a critical hit.
Yeah. We've all been there. We've all, even as players, we're like, but I want the thing to happen and you're giving me an obstacle. What's the quickest way for me to overcome this obstacle? With not thinking of the consequences.
I try and make every decision, every action you take, be like, okay, how is this gonna be possible? If I can find a way how it is possible, I'm gonna adjust it like, okay, that sounds plausible. Difficulty 8. Okay, that seems a bit far-fetched. Difficulty 12. Oh, you want to do what? Okay, difficulty 20.
Yeah. I was like,
But I'm
Things
I'm
we
gonna-
learned about Malone and his leadership. He's that guy that makes instant, quick decisions.
yeah. I feel like we need to take like 6 months off for training so we can like be better at something. Like, I don't know how to do this.
I know how to avoid this. We'll go down to the cannons and we'll throw out all the canisters and make a
Well,
smoke
actually,
screen.
actually, for doing the right thing, I think I'm gonna reward you with non-money related items like skills and prestige.
Cool.
So, how about you take 5 points of skill training? Both of you. So that means the usual that counts as 5 weeks of training as in normal rules, but you just don't have to roll anything. So apply them. The house rule was that you needed the equal amount of the stat. If you want to do a stat, it needs to be weeks equal to the next stat level to get a roll. And if you want a skill, you need the weeks equal to the next rank.
Okay.
So to get a
Let's say a strength from
rank
12.
3, you need 3 points, and if to get a stat 7, you need 7 points.
I don't know what that means. The
So if
rank
your skill is
for the
2 and
skills.
you needed to get the 3, it costs you 3 points.
Gotcha.
What do I have to? I'm not thinking about it. Come
by
on.
the
What
way,
do I do?
0. If you don't have a skill at 0, that's gonna cost you 1.2. So 1 for 1, 1 for 0, 1 for 1, and 2 for 2, 3 for 3, so on. Same with stats. If it's stat 5 you have, stat 7 is stat 6 is gonna cost you 6.
Oh, I see.
So
So,
technically,
like
I can
right now, go ahead, turn, Zimmy.
So technically, I can take my medic up to 5 because it's a 4 right now.
Yeah, you could.
Do I?
And
need-
now I have a strength of 12 to get to a 13. I would literally need 13 of these. Yeah, all right. That's good.
or
I
I
don't
can
think you
just,
need more strength.
or I can increase my computers finally since I've been rolling it at a 0 plus my intellect the entire time.
You could.
It will turn that. It would definitely turn that 11 to a 12 or higher if I actually had at least 1 point
Yep.
extra.
Yeah, yes, please, Spigot. Ask any questions you want. Also, my condolences on that for the game master for that group. But yeah, you guys have any questions? Meanwhile,
Do I have any questions? What's going to happen?
well, I'm going to answer you in about a week. By this time next week, you should know the answer.
No, I think this was quite fun. Doc, you did a lot. I mean, this was you really kicked ass today. I want to say, Zimmy, because I was panicking a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like I was okay, and I was like, you know what, we got these guys. Fuck the rest of the people down there. But he was like, we have a Narn brain doctor. God damn it! Now I have to go back down there.
Here's the thing, Malone thought those canisters were weird medical supplies or something. You instantly recognized them, and when you said, I refuse to bring those on board, or, you know, I was like, fuck yeah, all right, fine. I'm on your side on this.
I mean, come on, like as a doctor and as a colonel military, we know what those things would do. So it was just like,
He was just reading up with encounter with animals, and the animal reaction rules don't make sense to me.
Yeah, they don't. Ignore them. Make your own. I personally, if I see a rule that doesn't make sense, I apply the rule 0. Ignore it. My games are full of house rules, and sometimes I spring them up on these folks, and they have to suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
that's
they work in
half
our
the
favor,
fun for you
sometimes they
guys.
don't. Like, you know, we do like a multi-shot or a triple shot. As
That's standard.
works.
That's actually how the standard rules go. You guys just haven't read them. If you have, you've forgotten them. Oh.
No, we've read them. I read them. We've gotten a lot better. Like when we first started, I was constantly like, I don't know how to do anything.
That's the beginnings.
Yeah.
What are the animal reaction rules? I don't even remember, and I don't want to dig them up. But, Froggy, if you ever move out of Israel, you can come and borrow my book. Yes. Right, next session I think we're gonna have John as well, hopefully. Unless he has something other. I'm holding my hopes up for Whimsy returning, because that would be awesome, having all of you. But I think you can count yourself a persona non grata on these humanitarian missions from now on.
I don't know why. No, we did great.
Yeah, you
We
did
fulfilled-
great, but for some
we
reason
fulfilled
the
all of
Narns
it.
no longer welcome you.
The who?
The Narns.
Why not? We rescued their peoples. It's fine.
You also murdered one in cold blood.
He was starting a mutiny. He was going to release biological weapons. We're all witnesses to this fact.
What biological weapons? There's no proof of any biological weapons existing.
Well, the Narns might not be friendly with us, but Sheridan might. Doesn't matter. We'll fight. We'll figure it out.
But it gives us a nice little closure on why you didn't go for more missions.
Yeah. Nice little one-off.
Oh, goodness.
And we got Billy taken care of for the time being.
Yeah.
So that's a
now
huge-
I have to come up with a new plot for the next time instead of, yeah, you just go again. 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 Oh, yeah.
Billy is obviously my kryptonite.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to figure out a new plot line for you to follow. What is going to be the plot of the day next week? We will find out in next week. Actually, we will find out in the next decade.
Yeah. See you next year.
Okay. It's in the text space schedule still? Damn, I need to fix that. Oh, well, either way, yes, there is no Dresden Files next tomorrow. There will not be Dresden Files game for the next foreseeable future. We are trying to see if we can cause either Zimmy or Carlos to host the game. But it seems likely that I will be the lone game master for the while being on to die for. But hey, at least I get more screen time. Yay!
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, it'll be American time. American. Fuck yeah.
Well, if it's gonna be American time, I probably can't join. But hey, good luck with it. Hopefully you're gonna stream, so I can at least watch them afterwards. And Spigot decided to follow us. Thank you, Spigot.
Yay.
Happy to see you next week.
More.
All right.
Well, I got IRL stuff to handle.
Yep.
This has been a great session. This has been a good year. This has been great fun. I'd like to thank you all.
Great year. Oh, by the way, next session is our first session that has we have been going on for a full year. Because we started on the 4th, I believe. I can't remember. But it was like at the very beginning of the year.
It
was
was.
at the very-
So I'm gonna count the next one to be the full year episode. So
Nice.
it's gonna be celebratory of some sort. So anniversary session. We'll see what we come up with. Maybe we get Vinci back. Maybe we don't. Who knows? Because that would be
Don't
bloody
make it a
awesome.
clip show. Don't make it a clip show.
You don't make it a clip show. Oh! That's a challenge, isn't it? That's a challenge.
Oh my god.
The Simpsons clip show. I mean the Babylon Project, the clip show.
If you do, at least do it like Community. Like Community did their clip shows.
Oh, how did they do it?
They literally put in footage of, of stuff that the audience has never ever seen. Making fun of the fact that it's a clip show. Here's all this stuff that audience has never ever seen. Remember when we did this? No, nobody remembers.
I'm honestly tempted to have you guys show up like between these two sessions and we record clips from the past. Have you wear old clothing and stuff? Remember when we did this?
I saw the jacket. That was like 30 pounds ago, though. I'm not getting it back.
Frog Scanner has the Vegas episode.
No, that never happened. That never happened.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
That's the rules.
Them's the rules, baby. Them's the rules. Okay, fair enough. I think we've held the people up long enough. Again, Spigot, thanks you for following. Hope to see you next week. Frog Scanner, thanks for being here the whole year. Hope to see you next year as well. And to Blinky, when you eventually see this, like 3 months from now, thanks also for being here. The next time, folks, bonus nachos.
Bonus nachos. Bonus
Bye-bye.
nachos indeed.